Welcome back for another video. In this one, we're going to take a look at my Sony PlayStation video game collection here. This is all physical, of course. I do have some digital games, but it's mostly stuff I already own, outside of a few games like Tekken 2. But let's get into it. So, I'm going to show the long box games first. Here's my better copy of Doom. There's the manual. Still has the original foam insert. Show the back right quick. I have another copy, but it's pretty, we'll just say it's pretty well used. So there's that. I think it's all black and white. You get the enemies here, talking about their background and suits and med packs, light amplification glasses, the difference between a regular stim pack and med kit. Funny enough, the Red Cross symbols were removed from the more recent ports of this game to modern consoles due to them Bethesda not wanting to be sued by Red Cross. Weapons, different key cards and skull keys. It's just like the PC game. I think it has some of the Doom 2 levels in it as well. Just all around excellent port, and there for a long time this was the best consoleized version of the game, up until the more modern ports that came out on Switch and PS4 and Xbox systems as well. And this was one of the first PlayStation games I repurchased, Wipeout and the next one. So you have Wipeout. This is just the slipcase, thin paper slipcase. Love the artwork on this one. I've shown these before, yes, but this is not the original foam. I actually got it from a place I worked at. Really wish I kept the original foam insert. There's the disc. Saw another copy of this recently, or some years back, at a store, but this one is like in pristine condition. You know, the manual is like, it's crisp, and can't really smell the ink anymore on there, but gotta love these old games. Here's the screenshots, which look excellent. This is a racing game, of course, for those of you who don't know. There's a new Wipeout game, Wipeout HD, and a few more modern versions of the game that are very playable. Can't go wrong with them at all, I must say. Okay, there's that. Now, Destruction Derby. One of the first racing games I played for the system back in 1995. My dad rented a PlayStation from the Blockbuster that used to be down the street. What a great game. You can race. There's races in here, racetracks, and then you can do Destruction Derby missions or just play casually. There's that. There's the disc. I have this on PlayStation 3. I don't think they have any shots of the cars on here. Registration card for Psygnosis. I believe they're still in business, but it's Sony Entertainment Software now or something like that. I don't have an insert for that. That one didn't come with one, I don't believe. Continuing on with the long boxes. This is the plastic cases now. Bust-A-Move 2 Arcade Edition, also known as Bubble Bobble 2, I believe. I'm not going to show all these, but all the insides. It's actually broken. I just haven't gotten around to buying a replacement case for it, and I doubt I will. Unfortunately, this was not $8. Looks like it came from a garage sale. But Mortal Kombat 3, Destruction Derby, and Wipeout were the first 3 PlayStation games I played for the system back when my dad rented one. And I've told that story many times. I'm not just going to keep on doing it. Maybe in the future. But it'd be so cool to have one of those Blockbuster cases for like an N64 or PlayStation, I believe they stopped renting them out after maybe once the PlayStation 3 came along, because I didn't see them in Blockbusters back then. But then again, I stopped going, and my local, it's called Family Video, it's a rental store, just closed down not that long ago, and they had a blowout sale on all their DVDs, games, and Blu-rays. I didn't go. Heard about it at the last minute and thought, well, everything's probably gone. But yeah, I mean, I rented some movies from them, some horror movies with a friend. But yeah, excellent port of this game. It's not the best, but very playable. Alright, so the last one, this one got pretty beat up in the mail, but NBA Jam Tournament Edition. This is very close to the arcade version of the game. I also have the game on not Super Nintendo, on Genesis. I haven't played this one in a while, so I need to pop it in. I think that's what I paid for it, $23.99, maybe plus shipping. Maybe the shipping was free at the time. I don't remember. But yeah, there it is. Oh, this won't focus for it. Okay. A lot of these games I got on discount and used. There was only one of these I bought new. So, Vigilante 8. This is a pretty good destruction style, mission-based type game. You can play with up to 2 players. It is analog controller compatible, which is good. I actually just acquired the first iteration of the PlayStation controller, the one without the analog sticks, and I'll be showing that soon. I just need to clean it up, and that controller was given to me with a game that I'm going to show towards the end of this video. So, Midway Arcade Greatest Hits, the Atari Collection 1. So we have Asteroids, Battlezone, Centipede, Missile Command, Super Breakout, and these are actually included in the new Atari Collection, Flashback Collection on the Switch, that's fairly new anyways. Tempest, what else do we have in here? Super Breakout, what else? Missile Command, I think I said that. And it's not a whole lot of games on here. And I recently got another Midway collection for the another system, and I'll show that here soon. It was just to where's the disc? It might be on my PlayStation 2. I hope it is. Crap. Tomb Raider 2, and I have Tomb Raider 1. I don't know if it's here, but it may be in one of my totes. I didn't get it out, but that's fine. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. What a great fighting game. It combines Mortal Kombat 3 with the 2 characters, and you can play in levels from the first game, the second game, and the third game. I did play this back in the day on PlayStation and rented it for N64 later on. Maybe that came out around the same time. Let's see when this came out. 96. Yeah, they probably came out for the N64 as well. That same year, maybe the next year. But what an excellent game. I don't mind having the greatest hits editions. They're still the same game. Final Fantasy Origins, great RPG for those of you that know about it. I played a little bit of this, never even got close to beating it. You have Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy 2 remasters here. Had a chance to buy this new back in not about 11 years ago, but didn't get it. And the store that had this sold it. It was a big box store that's no longer around. A little place called Fry's and Electronics. But I did snag this from them, brand new. They still had a couple copies of it back in 2010. So, Final Fantasy Chronicles. We have Final Fantasy V and Chrono Trigger. These are plagued with load times. 1 to 2 players. 2 discs. So there's that. I think there's only 1 manual. Yeah. And I have played this. This has been some time since I have. Final Fantasy Chronicles, I think, sorry, Final Fantasy, I believe it's 6, but yeah, tried to sell it in a place, and another place wouldn't take it for whatever reason. I don't know why, maybe because it's damaged. I don't know. But excellent game. I think they remastered this recently and put it out on PC, and it has all the discs, which is really odd that they wouldn't take it. It's official. It's not fake. But that's fine. I'll have to play that someday. One of my girlfriends thought it was really cool that I had that. Oh, never mind. Another Greatest Hits, Need for Speed High Stakes, had went through 2 copies of this back in the 90s or early 2000s, and both of my brother destroyed. He scratched the discs. One was a original copy. Then I went to get it replaced. Tried to hide the game, but my brother found it anyways. And he destroyed it. So this I bought, not fairly recently, but it's one of the second to last PlayStation games I bought to replace, my entire collection for the new collection, anyways. But yeah, great racing game. You can run from the cops, race at night and race in the rain. Just, I wish they would remake this one and put it on modern consoles. That would be awesome. Excuse me. Tomb Raider. Other Greatest Hits. Thought I didn't have this out, but that's fine. Totally fine. Excuse me while I rearrange everything and pull it closer. Alright. Wipeout XL. Bought this online. A bunch of them I did buy online. Some I bought in stores, maybe half. Close to half. What a great, another great racing game. It's a step up from the original. I don't have the other Wipeout game for PlayStation. I forget what it is, but I don't have it. Resident Evil Director's Cut. I haven't played this one in a while. Can you survive the next level of horror? And it talks about the DualShock edition of Resident Evil 2, which I have on PlayStation 3, the digital download of it. Unfortunately, that my disc copy is not the DualShock edition. Excuse me while you guys have to see pillows. Oh, here it is. Okay. Those are out of order. Resident Evil 2, first edition of the game. I played this one. It's probably on my PlayStation. I wish I had taken that out. And my PlayStation 1, that is. But here's the Claire disc. I don't have the Leon one, but grew up playing this in when we got our family or PlayStation in about, I believe it was in 1999. It was an original that was bought at a convention in California, and I couldn't wait to play it while we were on vacation, but we just couldn't. I don't know why. I think my dad just didn't want to get it out and set it up and risk losing anything. So it stayed packed up, and we got to play this game when we got home. I think this is one of the first games we had for it. It was very popular at the time, and still is to this day. The remake is as well. But yeah, just classic horror puzzle game. Resident Evil 3. This includes the bonus disc of Dino Crisis demo. This is pretty beat up, but it still works. There's the demo and some more artwork. Pretty cool how they have the scratches on the disc, but it's just, part of the artwork. Played this recently on PlayStation 3 and my Raspberry Pi, which actually died on me, so that's a bummer, but only didn't pay much for it, and all the games were preloaded, so had a lot of fun with it, and it just kicked the dust. Dino Crisis includes the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis demo disc, which is really funny that I got that at different stores. And the discs, so there's that. I've actually never played the demo discs. From what I've heard, they're just timed. Dino Crisis 2 I have on downloaded from PlayStation Network on PlayStation 3. Time Crisis, it sucks that sticker took up, covers that, but don't have a light gun, or no, I do have the Namco light gun for PlayStation, so, and I've played this before. It's been a long time since I pulled out the old light gun, so it's time to do that. Gotta love these games. I mean, a lot of nostalgia and memories from me playing these games back in the day. Driver, I had this copy back when or not this exact copy, but this version of it back in the day. Love this game still to this day. There's cheats Game Shark codes you can put in to make the wheels smaller and different cheats and whatnot. Great mission-based game. It starts off hard though. You have to do these tricks with the car first. Donuts and maneuvers around pillars and stuff, and 180s and 360s and all kinds of stuff just to familiars. I think the developers wanted the players to get familiar with the maneuvering the car. Well, sometimes it's just, what is that? Oh, there's like a anti-theft sticker on here that's covering one of the screenshots. That's funny. And it was just hard, but yeah, great game for the time. Driver 2, just more of the same. Went through 2 copies of this as well. My brother just scratched up the disc because he was mad at me, and this is not from my original collection, but you get to drive around. You can do missions and get chased by the police just like in the Driver 1 game. It's cool how they make it look like a movie. Credits here, which is really cool, and there's a story to the game, each game. There's like cutscenes in here with them talking on the phone and all this stuff, and you're being chased in missions or chasing someone trying to wipe them out, or chase into like a building. You can get out of your car in this game and walk around. You can't shoot anybody. You can try to run people over, but they just run out of the way immediately. The frame rate is kind of fucked in this game, but people have went in and hacked the game and fixed it, which is cool. And there's a PC version of these games that look better, at least of Driver that I know of, that have a higher resolution than the PlayStation Driver. But other than all that, I mean, excellent game. The only problem with this game is once you get to a certain mission in the game, it creates this bug to where even if you're in just casual mode or whatever, driving around in the city and in the missions, your car will just fall through the road randomly. It happened on every copy I own. I don't get it. It's like just a bug, even in this one, which is weird. So, yeah, it's a shame. Grand Theft Auto 2. This game is from my original collection. I never did replace it. I had a chance to. It is pretty scratched, but oops. There goes Air Combat. There it is. Yeah, I know most people say, why didn't you, fix your discs? Well, it is what it is. There's the screenshots. Game is also on PC along with all the other GTAs that have come out over the years. Just a disc only of Air Combat. Once again, had a chance to replace this, but just never did. I haven't played it very much over the years. I got it back in 2001 on a trade. Traded like Test Drive 5 for this crappy game, and the kid that did it, I was late paying him, so he wanted to charge me like a late fee. We borrowed the games and then we traded. And he said he wanted to charge me a late fee. I said, "Fuck no, I'm not doing that." So, yeah, that was that. Final Doom. Never played this version back in the day, but heard a lot of good things about it a few years ago, so I bought it. See the oh, there's no artwork behind this. Okay, that's cool. Disc only copy of Tekken 3. There's like a music CD behind this, but yeah. So I'm gonna put this back where it belongs immediately. That was just something that was given to me here the other day. Ape Escape. This game I played this a lot because I bought it with my own money. I believe for a birthday or something. But this is not that copy. What a great little game. You're going around catching these apes and picking up, I think, like coins or something. I forget what it is, some kind of currency. But yeah, it'd be cool if they'd remaster this game or re-release it. Who made this? Oh, it's a Sony made game. It's not. That's cool. I didn't know that. Destruction Derby 2. More of the same, just upgraded graphics, better menu system. Well, there's something behind this. There's this, just the same artwork. That's interesting. Formula 1. I actually never played this, and it's a Psygnosis game. Maybe I'll check that out. Didn't know about that. But yeah, there's a hill in one of these games, or tracks, that can give you trouble if you're going too fast. You end up flying way up in the air and crashing. Okay. Finally, I'm showing my entire collection this time. Vigilante Second Offense. Rented this one back in the day. Oops, the case is broken. Black disc. Pretty cool artwork behind here. I don't think those numbers are good. Oh, almost forgot one. So there's different cars you can drive, like a motorcycle, a little plane looking thing with wheels, a dune buggy, Pinto, some kind of futuristic looking cars, a limo, bus, 18-wheeler, snowmobile, or snow caddy, an armored vehicle, an RV, trash truck or a cycle truck, some purple Hot Wheels looking car, van, I think that is. Oh, I almost forgot that this ad in one of these reminded me of the game. I almost forgot to show. And there's the ad. Ha. Tetris Plus. I know I have a lot of greatest hits, but I don't care. They're cheaper than the black box or black whatever, black label games. Great little game. You have to save this little guy, keep him from getting crushed. It reminds me of something out of a Peanuts comic, or something like kind of like out of Charlie Brown or something. Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I don't have Tony Hawk 2. I don't see myself buying it because I just don't play these games a lot. This one. But great skating game nonetheless. Even the second one is too, and I was able to play that game on that RetroPie, Raspberry Pi 3. So I never got around to buying it, but maybe I will now that that thing is broken. Yeah, but love this skating game. It's also on Dreamcast. That's like the best version, people say. And I'm glad I bought all these games when I did, because I got them very inexpensive. So yeah, I believe that's everything. So come back for another video coming soon.